All right, everybody. Greetings. Welcome in. So today we will start by saying thank you for watching and also why we're going to make our own music video. So I've had people tell me in the past that they've seen my music videos and they wanted to know, how do you do it, man? So that's what today's music video is going to be about. Now, keep in mind, you can use AI to do most of anything. You can use it to write lyrics. You can do it to make the song. You can do it to make the music video itself. But there's different ways to do it. I'm going to show you how I prefer to do it, just because I believe it gives you a little more creative control over the process. So there are apps that'll go from A to Z to make your music video. Just say what you want. It'll make you the song. It'll make you the lyrics. It'll make you the video itself. But I like a slower approach. I like to have a little more creative control. And I like adding options, right? So I don't want to go from A to Z lyrics to full-blown music video and not even know if it's a good song, right? So I usually write my own songs. Now I have used AI to make songs in the past, but the ones that I'm more proud of are the ones I've written myself, lyric-wise. And to start off, let's go over some reasons why you would want to make a song, right? So it could be to advertise something. Maybe you're going to advertise a book, for example, which is what I'm doing with Stardust, Love and Betrayal, Part 1, Forbidden Fruits. So I wrote up this book, and this is not AI written, though I did use AI to create the artwork. But the reason I tell you this is for two parts. One, buy my book. Kidding, but not kidding. And for two, you need to know what it is your book's going to, not your book, sorry, what it is your song's going to be about, right? So for me, my song was supposed to be futuristic. Well, it wasn't supposed to be, it is, right? So for me, the song needed to fit my theme. I needed to be space related. I wanted to create a song with lyrics that were uniquely my own, a song that would belong to me. I could use it in anything going forward, any books I write or anything else. Not have to worry about copyright infringement, not have to worry about lawsuits. So I used the lyrics. I created my own lyrics, and I used the lyrics in the book. Not that book, but the next book. And then, of course, I ended up creating a name for the band. I called it Orbital Orgasm, right? So it's sexual in nature, but it's also space themed. So you don't have to do this, obviously. You can use AI. But I'm going to show you the big difference between if you just use AI or if you actually wrote your own lyrics. So I wrote my own lyrics, and that was my motivation, was to advertise my book, but also to have it in my book. So I created the music video to advertise my book, and I created the lyrics and the band name to put in my book. So it's twofold. I think it benefits me in two different ways. So the lyrics I wrote, right, pretty basic. Eyes on target, body so fine, ready for a face shot, waiting for a sign. A cerulean one, let's make it two. Damn girl, I'll shoot my laser at you. Right, so it's dirty. It's full of innuendos. Talking about his wiener, obviously. Right, so if you take the concept, which I have, right, if you wanted to do a prompt instead to have AI write it, you could put it in an app like ChatGPT or something like that, or you could just put it in the song app, and it will make a song also for you. But you're not going to know what the lyrics are. It's just going to make the lyrics and the song at the same time. So I would recommend, if you're going to use AI to write the lyrics, I would use it, ChatGPT or something first to kind of see what the lyrics are, to decide if you're even down with the lyrics. The lyrics may not be any good. So also keep in mind that, I'll just go ahead and copy and paste this, right? So what you would do is you would write the lyrics or write the prompt yourself, or you could write it sometime and then copy and paste the prompt into a different app or something, right? So Venus AI, for example, is one that I use, because you have to also keep in mind that these AI apps, they're heavily censored. All of them, for the most part, are safe for work. They don't have anything derogatory in them. They're not going to have anything creative as it pertains to sexual in nature, because these are safe for work apps. Venice is also like that. It's safe for work. The app is, but not if you go online. If you go online and use Venice online, it will create things for you that are erotic, sexual, or whatever. So sometimes Venice will give you a, hey, not safe for work, use our online version instead. But if you're using the ChatGPT or something like that, it's going to be politically correct or safe for work. It's not. It's going to tell you to respect women. It's not going to tell you to, hey, bitches and hoes. It's not going to have that in there. So now, if you write the lyrics yourself and put it in the song apps, they will sing and perform whatever you put in there. So if you want to be creative, if you want something more specific, you can be creative, or you can use an app that is uncensored if you want it to be, well, better, right? So I like Venice, for example, because they do have uncensored apps, and they have all these different options. So private is they don't share your information. Now, when you see coins on the right, it means it costs money. But you can also choose auto at the top, and it will choose something at random that doesn't cost anything. I have already done this. So whenever I gave it a prompt, I'll scroll up to the top. Sorry, guys. All right. This is the prompt it gave. Or I'm sorry. I gave it the prompt that I showed you guys already. And this is the song it gave. Got my silver suit and my phase shift boots, orbiting your station in my star pursuit. Scanner's telling me your heat sign's high, a lonely satellite against the sky. My power cell's charged in neon blue, and I got a special mission for you. So, I do want you to notice that this is more telling a story, and that's what AI is pretty good at. It's not great at it, but it's pretty good at telling stories. When you ask it to write song lyrics, it does the same thing. It tells a story. So the lyrics aren't short. They don't necessarily have innuendos or metaphors, even though you ask it to. It'll have a full-blown story. Sometimes the chorus doesn't even repeat. This one does, right? But it has the typical thing, right? It has a verse, has a chorus, has a verse, has the same chorus, then has a bridge, right? Guitar solo, and then the quattro chorus. So for me, if you're writing the song, it's the rule of three, right? So you'll see my chorus, pew, pew, pew. You scroll down, pew, 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 and pew, pew, pew again. So the rule of three, you want to have a chorus 3 times. You don't necessarily need to have 2 verse for every chorus. But for me, if you look at what I wrote, I like this better. Obviously, I wrote it, so I'm a little biased, but it's more simple. It's not a huge story, right? Eyes on target, right? That could be a sniper. Hey, got my eyes on target. Or it could be, damn girl, I got my eyes on that, right? Got my eyes on that girl. So, I think that's better. Personal opinion. So, once you do that, you'll have all these apps, right? So, Music AI and Soneva Music, these are the 2 I use currently. I don't use Suno. Haven't tried it. These are ones I've used in the past, so I'm going to stick with them until I run out of credits. But keep in mind, sometimes you have to have an active subscription to be able to use the credits. So Soneva Music has done this to me where it took my credits. I had credits, but after my subscription of 1 month expired, it wouldn't let me use my credits. So it didn't show me how much credits I had because I had to subscribe again. And I'm already using lots of AI apps. And I spend probably well over $100 a month in various AI apps. So I didn't want to spend money on an active subscription if I already had credits. So Soneva Music, fix that please. So here in the song description, you can paste, right? That's where you can do your create a song about a future space agent, right? Or, like my pew 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 lyrics, you could put those lyrics here. Then you would have your song there, right? Enter song title. It is optional. It'll just make you a random one. And obviously, it's not set in stone. That's not going to be your title from now on. I changed my title. So I gave my band a name, Orbital Orgasm. And then I changed the name to On Target. It's both like a agent and a sexual theme, right? So, genre, you can choose with style, rap, folk music, electric grunge. These are the different options for this app. They're not all the same either. Different apps have different options. Different apps have different looks also. Then you can choose your mood, happy, uplifting, motivational, joyful. And then you have an advanced option. Male, female, studio, live concert. So, if you look at my library, since I wrote the lyrics, then I just add my lyrics. I choose a version of music that I want, add emotions, add male or female, and then I get a couple different options, right? So I'll give you a couple seconds. Alright, so those are two different sounds completely. Anytime you submit it to create something, it'll give you two songs. It'll kind of give you the same style, rock or funk or R&B, but they'll sound different. But you always get two. And what I do is I kind of usually have an idea. Here's my lyrics, right? I have an idea of what I want it to sound like before I actually start uploading it into the app, and then I just have to keep submitting it until I get what I want. So with Music AI, it's a little different than the Soniva Music. They give you credits. You can unsubscribe after you subscribe. It'll give you credits. You'll be able to use your credits until you run out of credits, which I think is way better than subscribing and staying subscribed or having to resubscribe to use the credits that I already paid for. So same thing, you put your description there, or you can put your lyrics here. Music style is going to be different. You can choose your music here, and emotions. All right. The difference about Music AI and Soniva Music, the main difference that I see, and that you'll probably see too, you can actually, one of the main things is you can actually make it enhanced. You can also have a reference song. So you can upload your own songs of what you would like your song to sound like, or you can use a library. And I could choose one of the songs I already made with the app. Or you can look at what people are currently doing, whatever is trending that has currently been made by somebody else. Wow, I do not like that. That's kind of cool. So you can just choose one of those if you want. And it'll give you an idea of what it'll sound like instead of just going in blind. Because currently, you're just choosing a song type, you're choosing an emotion. You can choose several emotions, but you don't know what it's going to sound like. If you use a reference, you'll know pretty close to what it's going to sound like. So I like choosing the reference option myself. Also, you'll note, after you make the song, it'll give you an option to make a music video on the right or at the top. Now, me personally, I don't want to use my song credits, because I make a lot of songs, for a music video. Also, I like being able to customize my music video better with more options, so I'm not going to use some random music video song generator. I don't want to do that. I want to make my own song, and I want it to be custom. Then I want to make my own music video, and I want it to be customized to my song, not just make a random music video with somebody dancing to my video or some crap like that. So here's the various different songs, right? Pew Pew Pew. Created a bunch of them trying to get the actual song I wanted. And then once I got it, I was like, cool, got a good song. So I'll show you a quick excerpt of my music video that I made, and then I'll show you how to make the music video. Also, comment below what you'd like to see. And like and subscribe, alright? I'll give you one verse and a chorus, and then I'll show you how to make it. Alright, so there's my music video. That's my song as well. So to get your music video, you're going to go to Revit AI. Again, not a sponsor, not a paid advertiser. Wish they were. But I use Revit AI because it's one that I found that allowed me to customize things. And as you can see, I've made a decent amount of music videos. And you're going to go home. Boop. And scroll down until you see music to video. Alright, cool. Once you get here, you get to choose your layout, right? What's it going to look like? I typically, I can't even speak. I typically use portrait. Alright, so then you can upload your file. That would be your music video not music video. Man, 15 minutes in and I'm just starting to stutter. Starting to sound like a fool. So, you upload a file, which would be your song, right? And then it gives you options. Right, AI, move-in AI, motion graphics, stock videos, which is what the music video, song music video would be. More than likely would be a stock video collection. Your own media that you can make your own images and upload, or static gameplay to look like you're playing Minecraft or Roblox or something. So AI video, if you want it to be a fairly decent video, you could add the sound wave, lyrics. Right. You can have it go sync with the lyrics or the beats. I sync it with the lyrics because I want it to be more about the lyrics. And I want the action in the video being similar to what the lyrics are and not just, random. Alright, so I will say one of the bad things about Revit AI previously, I'm not sure if it's still like this, but previously, if you unsubscribed, even though you still had credits, it wouldn't let you make an AI video. You could do a moving AI images video, but you couldn't do an AI video. So I don't know if they're still like that. If they are, that's a pretty big bummer. It'd be cool if you guys would change that. Please do that. Now, when it comes down to choose a generation preset, this could be the style of your video. And this is why I like Revit AI instead of the music videos that are in the music apps, right? The song apps. You can create a Lego. You can have a sci-fi theme, right? You can have a retro cartoon, pixel art, anime realism, fantasy. You can have a movie that's cinematic for your music video. Stylized illustration. Manga black and white. Technical drawings. Creative. Woo, want to be creative, guys? Photography. Ray traced. Things like that. Then you'll have different options. Low, pro, or ultra. I always go with low. I want a decent music video, but I don't need it to be the best thing on earth because it's going to charge you a lot of credits for that. But I do use continuous mode. So it doesn't look like lots of different cut scenes. It looks like it's one music video that flows well the whole way through. Another thing I like about Revit AI is after you make a music video, sometimes it'll create a character that was in your music video so you can use it again. So I could use one of these characters if I wanted, that I made a music video and then just boop, hey, it made a character. And then that character would be in my next music video, which is kind of cool. Another thing I do is I always disable the captions. So the reason I do this is because the captions are not always accurate, and every time I do make one with captions, I end up being fooled and wanting to edit the captions, and then it charges me credits for each edit. So don't do that. If you're going to upload it to YouTube or something like that, just use their options. Don't be fooled. Just disable captions. So after you do all that, you scroll down and you'll see generate video. Right now it's just given an average cost of 675 credits. That's going to go up or down based on the song that you upload, how long the song is. Alright, so I'm not going to create a video because I already did, right? But that's where we're at. So far I've showed you lyrics, copy and pasting prompts, the song apps that I currently use, and the Revit AI app, right? So I'm not sure if you guys have any questions. Please put questions below. Please put comments, even if you didn't like it, or hey, I liked this part, or hey, I didn't like that part. Tell me what you'd like to see next. What I'd like to do is have more instructional videos about how to create lyrics for songs, how to create your own lyrics. Because I just really think that humans currently can still do better than AI when it comes to being creative. Whether it's books or whether it's songs, it's still just too generic when AI does it. So let me know if you'd like to see that. Let me know if you'd like to see something else. I hope you guys enjoyed my video, and I am going to play my orbital orgasm video at the end of this, just so you guys can have a kind of a feel of the entire video and how it sounds. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment down below, like and subscribe.
Eyes on target, body so fine, ready for a face shot. waiting for a sign. A cerulean one, let's make it two. Damn girl, I'll shoot my laser at you. Pew, pew, pew. That's what I'm gonna do. Pew, pew, pew. All over you. Pew, pew, pew. That's what I'm gonna do. Pew, pew, pew. All over you. Shot on target, some near miss. Shooting laser spray, also at her sis. Laying on her back, white on blue. Damn girl, I'll shoot my